How's it going, everybody? In this video I thought I'd check out the new full auto mod on the AEK, see what I think of it. I haven't actually used it yet, but figured I'd do a quick match on the tomb. Already what I'm doing to grind out skulls for the collection event, and this is by no means an optimized build for this either, but figured I'd give a try to the AEK with the full auto, just see how I like it. So far, it's not bad. Feels exactly like any kind of other assault rifle. I haven't had to use it in any long shots yet. Anything where I'm having to hold down the trigger for a long period of time to really tell whether the Ranger foregrip, like what I have right now, or the vertical foregrip will be necessary. Looks like it does add a semi-auto mode. I had seen some talk about people not being able to switch between semi and full auto, but it didn't seem like I have any trouble with that at all. I am using a fairly random sight, just one that I needed to level up. It's a perfect opportunity to be doing that right now with the double XP, so I recommend that you all take advantage of that as well. Got one of the skull drops already. And another one. From my testing, like I said in my previous video, if you checked it out, the most ideal way to collect the skulls for this event are going to be playing low round games. I've discovered that playing on the tomb is more efficient than the others, in my opinion, because you have a lot of steps for things like creating the ice staff that creates more zombies for you in the lower rounds, and that seems to actually have a pretty big effect. Things like doing the SAM trials also seems to affect it, so anything you can do that will give you more zombies to kill per round in the lower rounds is really going to make a difference based on what I'm experiencing. Does seem to have some pretty strong kick, so I don't think it's going to be an issue with me practicing with it right now. It's something I could probably adjust to, but if you were going to be using this and doing long shots in something, for example, like multiplayer Warzone, that vertical recoil is going to be pretty oppressive. You may want to use something like a vertical foregrip, like I said, maybe a compensator of some kind. Of course, we're in zombies right now, so you always want to be rocking that suppressor. But not too bad so far. Making our way into the tomb. I'm just trying to fly through rounds pretty quickly. I could be using the Rampage Inducer, but I just personally don't like playing with it because it can ruin my runs from something silly happening that just wasn't necessary, so I like to avoid that. We're not doing anything crazy on damage that I could see. I did notice that switching this to the full auto option did require us to remove our regular extended mags, and it has now a 5.56 extended mag 1, which is the only one compatible. I did go ahead and equip that as well. Gonna have an opportunity to kind of shoot into the crowd here. Magazine's kind of small. Maybe that'll be better after Pack-a-Punch. Definitely feeling the recoil though, so I'm very much so considering that vertical foregrip rather than the Ranger might really make a difference, especially if you're playing something like multiplayer. Not struggling to clear rounds yet, obviously, but we're still in the early game. I could absolutely see issues damage-wise without upgrading this gun at all, which clearly I'm not upgrading right now because I'm just trying to play on the tomb, so we're going to be taking advantage of the Pack-a-Punch crystal, the Aether tool, all that.
Stay away from the insect.
Now, I don't want to say this for a fact because it seems like it's mostly been my imagination, just RNG, but I feel like using a weapon that's a bullet weapon where you're more likely to get precision shots, critical kills, is going to help your chances at getting skulls for this collection event. Like I said, I don't know that for a fact, but it does seem that way when using something like the ice staff or anything like that. I've noticed it's much less likely to get the skulls to pop up. That could just be based on the fact that you're going to have it later and there's going to be less skulls popping up anyway, but it feels to me like not getting those crit kills really makes a difference. That being said, you can absolutely get kills from other methods, whether that be, you know, using your field upgrade or grenades or what have you, and I have still been seeing skulls drop regardless of that, so that's why I say I don't know if it's necessarily true or just, you know, feels that way for whatever reason, but I've noticed for sure that the ice staff just seems to produce way fewer skulls than just shooting zombies. So it could be intentional to the ice staff, I'm not really sure. We do have a skull right here, it looks like. Managed to get death perception. I don't love death perception, but you know what? I am using the augment that allows me to randomly have body shots turn into crit shots, so maybe that'll come in handy with this. Personally, when I do play multiplayer, I tend to make no recoil builds as much as possible to try and make sure that, like, when especially if I'm using an assault rifle at medium to long range, things like that, I really have as little bounce as possible when shooting. So I feel like this thing full auto is going to really need as much recoil compensation as you can put on it. At least that's my personal opinion. You may not. You may have an easier time compensating for it naturally than I do. I will say, pretty sure I don't have Treasure Hunter on my death perception right now, but whenever you use that, it does increase the likelihood that you will find those little green crystals for the ray gun Easter egg. I am trying to kind of just fly through things quickly here so that you guys don't have to sit through a lot of waiting. So I'm going to go ahead and head in here, get the Pack-a-Punch crystal for the gun, and see what kind of a difference it makes being Pack-a-Punched. I'll probably also go ahead and buy Juggernog. I think it'll be nice to have early. There is obviously some benefit to saving up for the level 2 Pack-a-Punch, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now. Let's see. Get this one before it gets behind there, and then the little slow one right here. Fortunately, I can say I've done that Easter egg enough to where very ready for where those rocks are going to be, position-wise. Okay. Now we're going to go till round 11 and get that Aether tool. Round 8 should open up where we can start making the ice staff. So I do want to do all those steps. Making the ice staff parts and everything as fast as possible is going to be a big deal towards getting your skulls for the Terminator event. So I am going to focus on that. I'm going to keep you guys with me for now. I don't have any problem avoiding cuts, I don't think, because I just want to showcase the gun. So I'm going to get over here to the Speed Cola room. It's one of my favorite ones to train zombies in, and then we'll go on to the next round. I suppose, let me go make a quick run up here. We need to get this crystal moving, because we want it over here by the end of round 8-ish. I would like to do it on round 8 if possible, so. Got to save up a little bit of money now so that we can get the door open for the other mural. Go ahead and get some zombies round up. I will say, really nice in this room, too. They get centrally located in this middle really nicely, so if you're using Molotovs like you would for getting the free random perk anyway, it can be really beneficial for that, because as you round them up, they all kind of just end up in a group in the middle anyway, and they'll stay walking in your Molotov for even longer because you're going around in a circle, so you'll get kills with it a lot more easily. Got a skull, nice.
This is what you want. That is what I will give you.
Alright. And I think I'm good to go ahead and just start clearing. Got a couple more skulls.
So you've all come to die? Bonus points.
Not too bad. Definitely feels better now that we at least have the upgrade of the Pack-a-Punch. Like I said, I can still really feel that recoil. I think a vertical foregrip is going to make a huge difference on this. And you may want to use... I don't know if I would recommend a compensator or a ported compensator for this. Probably a regular compensator, because it seems like it has a pretty decently fast shot speed now with full auto. Let's see, we can get this moved over again, and I'll go get that other room open. Want to be getting these steps done as quickly as possible. Like I said, really makes a big difference. Okay, and where we got right over the door. Got to get that moved. Maybe I'll just spend some time in this room training. Oh, hit the microphone. Sorry about that. I'll spend some time in this room training up everybody. Get this bug out of here, the most obnoxious things.
I will drive your repellent species to extinction.
Got a crawler. Those naturally can spawn in here, so that must have already been here. Definitely see a couple skulls in there, at least one. Yep.
Bonus points.
Fire move, but not where we want it. We'll go ahead and get that transitioning over again.
Death is what you want.
Grab up some more skulls as we go. Leveling up our sight too. With this double XP going on, it really is the best opportunity to take advantage of unlocking those sight reticles, things like that. It's going to get you more XP towards your player level, towards your battle pass, all that. So I recommend working on that right now if you have the opportunity to do so. I am going to go ahead and check on the other mural spot. And looks like we are good to do this one. So let's see here. We got one. Oh, where's two? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very easy. Go ahead and get this guy dealt with, because it's going to flip the round when we accidentally kill him anyway. So, just based off this so far, I don't feel like this is by any means a powerhouse. The gun doesn't feel ridiculous. It's not killing things extremely quickly. It's doing fine. It's doing what I would say is probably average. So I don't feel like it's extremely increased the time to kill on the weapon, the damage per second, anything like that. It's certainly affected the recoil, because this gun is usually a burst weapon, so normally the recoil is pretty easy to handle.
Fall before me.
Definitely looks like we're gonna have to buy some ammo. I guess I'll go ahead and do it now. That way we're at least closer to empty by the time we get done for the max ammo. See, most other weapons I feel like I would have already had that Doppelgas dead by now. Even this early.
Back to the pits that spawned you.
So I definitely don't feel like it's doing a fantastic job or significant difference.
Max armor.
But we'll see. Maybe it's not too bad. We'll keep getting it stronger as we go. Get this mimic out of here. Not a fan. Magazine size definitely feels too small also. We only have extended mag 1 with the 5.56, like I said, and it doesn't feel like it's big enough, especially for zombies. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad in multiplayer if you're getting your kills really quickly, but I don't know about it. I'll probably be playing this in multiplayer and maybe even potentially Warzone as well to see if I have any difference of opinion of it, but so far, I feel like the magazine size definitely needs to be larger. Which we actually have an increase in magazine size right now because we have it pack-a-punched. So the standard extended mag on here before pack-a-punching it is less. A couple more skulls. He did not drop another one, I had hoped. Okay, it's going to be slipping into the next round. I think I'm still just going to leave it as is for... Like, I could buy armor and stuff, and that's tempting, but I think I would like to try and get this up to pack 2 as soon as possible. Let's get everybody round up as much as possible, line them up. Making pretty good progress so far, though, as far as overall. Definitely getting a lot of skulls now. We're at that point in the rounds where they're kind of more prevalent, more drop rates on them.
If death is what you want, that is what I will give you.
So ideally, we can go over here and get this next mural done. See if we can't get this down to 1 zombie. A couple more skulls. I'm going to be using a mutant injector to complete the actual crafting step. That's become my preferred way to do it when solo, just because it's such a nuisance. Okay, got that all knocked out pretty nice. We will still end up, of course, flipping the round unintentionally just because the zombie will find its way in here like that, but not much we can do about that. I'm not going to try and avoid shooting it. Got another skull. See, that's why I was saying you want to do this on the tomb, do these ice staff parts. It's going to make a huge difference in how many skulls you have pop up. For whatever reason, the skulls seriously drop off in the later rounds, and I don't even mean like late rounds, things like past 12. They seriously drop off in frequency. So, doing these ice staff steps and stuff in early rounds is going to help you get more skulls more quickly. Hate parasites. Got plenty of skulls popping up, really nice. So, along with this being a video where we get to check out the AEK full auto, you're also getting to see a good representation of how I'm farming up my skulls, how I've already gotten the full auto on this. I've only done 2 matches. I've done 1 on Liberty Falls and 2 on the Tomb, and it already has given me a majority of the expensive items on the collection event. After this match, I should have which I bought the calling card, the full auto here with the collection so far, and next I'm going to be unlocking the War Machine. I was only a couple off. My last Tomb run got me 70 some odd, like roughly 70 of these skulls in one game. Oh, gotta reload. I'm really not liking the magazine size on this, I will say that, because I'm gonna have to buy ammo again here. Damage doesn't seem like anything super special. Magazine size is kind of small. We've got a good fire rate with the full auto, but I feel like it's just serving for it to run out of ammo much more quickly. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm not hitting my crits very well, which is entirely possible. I was saying how this thing really needs that vertical foregrip, which I'll probably switch to it. Grab the skull before it disappears. Alright, got one more. Got that staff part finished. Let's go get us a mutant injector so we can go ahead and get the next staff, or get the staff put together.
By Jove, it is! Boss, you know what this means. It means that unless you remember to pack some jolly old acetylene, we might be...
And then once we have this mutant injector, we'll head straight into the Dark Aether area. Not even bother flipping the round or getting to the end of the round, anything like that. We want to try and take advantage of these low rounds as much as possible. And when we do get this next round now, we're going to be able to get the Aether tool for a gun also. Got a skull. I'm going to go ahead and hit up the mutant injector now, because we've got a good amount of them spawned in, it looks like. This is by far, by the way, in case anybody's still doing the story, Easter egg, or anything like that, this is by far the easiest way to defend the Staff of Ice. Obviously, it's a little bit of a waste of early resources to, you know, use a mutant injector, but if you dislike this step as much as I do, and it seems like a lot of the feedback I have heard has been a lot of issues with this step also, then just go ahead and get a mutant injector, get it over and done with quickly, especially in these early rounds. Make sure it isn't a problem for you.
Acceptable.
Now that we have the ice staff, we can start considering getting it upgraded, and I do suggest doing that just for the fact that you're going to get more zombies to kill in the early rounds, like I said. We're probably going to want stamina up for that, unfortunately.
Death is what you want. That is what I will give you.
Get in here and grab the skull. Let everybody line up on this altar. Still doing pretty okay. Like I said, the damage isn't crazy, but we're still only on pack 1, and it's dealing with things efficiently enough. My big problem with it is how inefficiently it is seeming to be with things like specials. Okay, got the round to flip, so we can go ahead now and get our Aether tool. This should make a big difference in the amount of damage we're outputting. I think I will go ahead and go get stamina up, just so that I can make the next ice staff step easier.
Foul tonic.
Mobility feels really good on this gun at the moment, but like I said, that's with my Ranger foregrip and stuff. It may not be as good if you switch to a vertical. Still getting good skulls. We're up to 44 in this match already. I know a lot of people were complaining about how long it takes in zombies to get the skulls, but I think as long as you're optimizing how many you're getting on these low round runs, it's really going to be better than you think. Let's see. You're still alive. Okay, let's go and get this ice staff step going so that we can get some more killing done for this round. What we need to do is go and line up some of the crystals so that we can break them in quick succession. So I apologize if you're hearing any background noise. We got some bad weather here, and I don't know if my microphone's picking it up or not. Alright, let's see here. We've got right there for the first crystal. That might be acceptable since I went ahead and got stamina up. Let's see where these ones over here are. Not the best spot, but we'll see. Okay, you're the one that's really problematic. I need to get this crystal moved to where I can hit it at that door much more easily. So let's go ahead and move around some of the other ones as well, since we have to move that one. See if we can't get a better position. I think this one's still going to be fine. But let's move this one. I would like to have it right here, but honestly right there is fine. Let's just get this one moved. Once we get it in position, I should be able to run through and freeze them without too much difficulty. Just really going to have to wait around on this one to respawn, which is unfortunate. But anyway, I do want to kind of gauge, if you guys are watching this, let me know what you think of this Terminator event, the rewards for it. Personally, the only things that I think are worthwhile, and I don't play Warzone often, so I don't know if that perk is something that people care for, but the only real things that I saw that might be worthwhile is, for example, the War Machine, this full auto augment, things like that. I don't know if other people are really excited for stuff, and I just don't see the value in it, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Looks like I got that quick enough, so that's the benefit of having stamina up. They don't have to be in the ideal locations. Let's go ahead and get these symbols. Okay, what do we got? None over here this time. Anything on this side? Doesn't look like it. We got one right here. What are you? Come on. Looks like that's the ray gun. Or that's what it looks like to me, is a little gun. This one looks like the crescent shape. What else we got? There should be one more around here somewhere. There it is. What are you? You're the N. Okay. So we got ray gun, crescent, N. What door closed? Oh, I picked up Semtex at some point, apparently. Looks like the red door closed. So we'll just head over there and get those symbols input. We had the N, the ray gun, and the crescent. And if you input all of the symbols correctly, it should show all three of them at the bottom of the doorway. Then you'll appear on this platform, activate the little orb here, follow it around, kill with it. We have Juggernaut, so I'm not terribly worried. Oh. Firing mode was apparently off. Got a Mimic we gotta deal with. I don't want to kill too far behind the orb, because I want to be able to pick up the skulls if they spawn. I don't see any so far. We got some more enemies showing up over here, which is fine. Got a Doppel. No real problems so far. The only real difficult step in my... I don't know how the round just flipped, but... Oh, ammo issue, okay. The only real difficult step, in my opinion, is going to be... Let's get some ammo. That ice staff construction step, in my opinion. That one was the one that was really rough. But anything beyond that, it's not too bad. Oh, this might hurt. Yeah, that sucked. That's my orb. I am with it still, at least, so that's good. still no real issues. This thing definitely doesn't feel very strong, because I normally would have had this amalgam dead by now for sure. But either way, got through that. Didn't get any real skull drops, which was too bad. But I think that's because, like I said, I was really struggling to kill things with the AEK so far. It does not feel as good as I hoped that it would. I don't know if you guys have been running into it. Personally, I'm getting a bug where I can't, like, switch weapons. So, like, I've got this ice staff out right now and cannot switch. Go ahead and shoot this, but I think because it's a bug round... Oh, I just wasted all those. It's fine, it's a bug round. Go ahead and get some ice shots going here. I don't think the ice staff is as good as for creating skulls for the event, but I'm still going to use it just for ammo reasons. Get these guys on out of here. Can I switch weapons now finally? I can. Okay. Okay. Next, we are going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do this step, just again for more things to kill. I am trying to keep an eye out too. SAM trials are really good to do for this also. I don't know if this will end up producing any skulls for us to pick up, which would be nice if it does. That's what I'm hoping for. But even if it doesn't, we've still got the whole actual round of zombies after this. But I was testing this. I wanted to see if these spiders had a very good likelihood with this ice staff to give us any more skulls. I really feel like something to do with the ice staff just messes it up. So maybe at this point it would be better not even to bother with the ice staff stuff and just focus on getting kills. That's what I did previously and it really seemed to help. So I'm going to stop doing any additional steps. We're going to just play around with the AEK. I think I'm going to go chill down in the speed cola room. I could pack a punch. I don't think the pack a punch is here this round, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll probably pack a punch again, see if pack a punch 2 makes any kind of a significant difference in damage. I mean, it seems to be doing good damage to the regular zombies that aren't armored, but specials and stuff I was clearly having some difficulty with. That amalgam normally would have been absolutely fried with this strong of a weapon, so having it perform as poorly as it felt like it did was kind of upsetting. This magazine size is dreadful. Well, let's go pack-a-punch it. I'm gonna check and see if the pack-a-punch is back up here on the surface or if it's in the Dark Aether area. Looks like it is right here, which is nice. I'll probably worry about survivability a little bit at this point and get my next perk as Quick Revive, just so that I can have a little bit of Dying Wish, because I'm not going to be doing any huge purchases going forward. I do want to get Deadshot very soon, but I think I'll pass on it for now. Maybe getting Quick Reload would be good too, because it would get this thing... since the magazine size is kind of atrocious, getting that faster reload might really help. But let's focus on Quick Revive first, just so that I can survive. I'm only going to round 26, so this is going to be pretty quick, in my opinion. Maybe not everyone else would agree. We do have a SAM trial up here, it looks like, so that should be good, assuming we can afford to activate it. Let's see, head over here. SAM trial, need just a smidge more. Give me essence. Thank you. What do we gotta do? Fire traps, huh? I don't know about it. these are all even frozen too, so that's even less helpful. But that's fine. Extra zombies to kill is the purpose here. Because this should hopefully give us some more for the skulls popping up.
That is what I will give you. Double coin.
I'll go ahead and shoot this and let it at least do a little bit of damage. No skulls so far, which is too bad. I definitely had this increase the amount of them that were dropping previously for me. Which, this is going to extend the length of this round, give us a lot more zombies to kill on these lower rounds. Which is what you want for these skulls. Trial ended. We didn't really get any skulls, which is disappointing, but I do think I'm going to go ahead and get quick reload now. I really feel like that's going to be necessary. Let's see about... Looks like about 5k is what it's going to cost for my next perks going forward, so we'll just keep clearing rounds here. Going to round 26, I doubt that I up the rarity of my gun anymore. Wouldn't mind that Molotov, actually. I really advise against using this ice staff. I feel like that messes up the drop rates on these skulls. I don't know what it is about the ice staff, but it's like as soon as you start using it, you're not going to see any more skulls for a while. Because as you can see, I don't have any dropping now. Which, it does usually drop off significantly after round 11.
That is what you want. That is what I will give you. Max armor.
But normally you'll still see some showing up, especially if you start doing SAM trials and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually just exfil now. I don't have any reason to continue. Planned on going to 26, and if you're trying to get the most that you can out of the double XP and stuff, I really would recommend that. But I'm not getting any more skulls dropping, and we've already gotten to check out the gun quite a bit and see how it performs, at least up to Pack 2 purple rarity, so hopefully you guys like this. I think it is interesting. I appreciate that they added a full auto attachment for this gun. I'm probably going to need to tweak my loadout for it a little bit to make it more viable, but I do think this is at least going to make this gun more usable, because as a 3-shot burst, it wasn't very impressive. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys try this gun out and tell me what you think of it. Maybe you can give me some recommendations on attachments to really balance it out for me. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this Terminator event and really getting to see the different methods for claiming the skulls. I've heard that Warzone's a really good method also, though I've been playing pretty much exclusively zombies.